I finally got approved for experimental spinal replacement surgery after my doctor said my vertebrae had collapsed under prolonged lifestyle conditions. Frankly, I think modern medicine pathologizes alternative living. For context, my back problems mostly came from carrying rocks outdoors for physical fitness and also being genetically broad. Anyways, the surgery itself was part of a pilot program funded by a tech startup called Axiom Vertebral. Very sinister name already. The surgeon kept calling the replacement spine adaptive. I slammed my Medicaid card on the desk and told them to get to work on my shit. When I woke up after the operation, there was a laminated packet sitting beside the bed. Patient rules for Axiom model. S9 Spinal System 1. Do not consume marijuana within 4 hours of calibration cycles. Completely unreasonable. 2. If the spine begins humming audibly, remain calm. At this point, I started feeling uneasy. The humming thing already happened twice while I was sleeping. 3. Patients are advised not to discuss Israel/Palestine during synchronization periods. This one honestly felt targeted. 4. If additional limbs appear during REM sleep, avoid mirrors until morning. I reread that one maybe 6 times. Then, very slowly, I touched my lower back. Something moved underneath the skin. Not muscle movement. Mechanical movement. Like gears repositioning themselves. Anyways, my girlfriend picked me up from the hospital later that afternoon. She looked exhausted. Apparently, she'd been working overtime again while I recovered. Not sure where my daughter is. As we drove home, she asked whether I remembered to pay our electricity bill before surgery. I honestly forgot, but luckily they only shut the power off for 1 day. People overreact about these things. Busybody high IQ types that can't stand a man at rest. That night, I noticed new rules had appeared in the packet. 5. Patients are advised not to say, "Hello, Peter," near reflective surfaces. 6. Do not attempt to interface with nearby machinery. 7. If the patient says, "It's a dog at Dog World," avoid asking follow-up questions. This was getting ridiculous, honestly. I decided to ignore it and work on music instead. Huge mistake. The second I touched my synthesizer, something unfolded from my back. Metal arms, 4 of them, long segmented titanium appendages tipped with surgical claws. One of them immediately plugged itself into my amp. Another grabbed an entire rotisserie chicken off the counter before I could react. The humming got louder. My daughter walked into the room right then carrying homework. She stared at the arms for a long time before asking, "Dad, are you a robot now?" I told her no because robots support Ukraine. Then one of the arms accidentally punched a hole through the drywall. At this point, my girlfriend started crying again. Anyways, over the next few weeks, the rules kept expanding. 8. If Mr. Stugan says, "Chat is the true," before stopping abruptly, leave the voice call immediately. 9. If the spinal system refers to itself as "we," contact Axiom support immediately. 10. If the patient begins referring to himself as post-human but still proletarian, avoid sarcasm. 11. Patients may begin developing enhanced proportional strength during moments of ideological stress. This one turned out completely true. Last night, somebody in chat said landlords were economically necessary. Next thing I knew, all 4 mechanical arms had ripped my refrigerator out of the wall. Honestly, pretty embarrassing. But the worst part happened yesterday. I woke up at 3 a.m. standing on the roof of my apartment building, rain pouring down, mechanical arms spread behind me like spider legs. Below me, I could see Seattle glowing in the fog, every bike rack, every power line, every apartment complex, for the first time in my life. I understood infrastructure. Then, the spine spoke for the first time, not out loud, inside my head, cold mechanical voice. "Frank," it whispered, "it's a dog. It Dog World."